children of God. Only children of the promise are considered to be Abraham's children. Do you know that Abraham had other children? If you didn't know any other one, you know Ishmael. So you had another wife who was Keturah. She had children. Abraham had other children, but they didn't all get the promise. They didn't get the irreversible. They could have said, we are children of Abraham. But you never saw anywhere again after that where you heard any other person say, we are children of Abraham. No. They were children of Abraham, but they were not children of God, according to the promise. Only those who were children of the promise, who received the promise. Esau was a child of the son of promise, but he didn't receive the promise. I hope you are following me. It is not by birth. It is not by biological. It is not by inheritance. No. God bestows it. It says, for God had promised this time next year. And Sarah, verse 9, Sarah will have a son. Verse 10, this son was our ancestor Isaac. When he married Rebekah, she gave birth to twins. But therefore they were born before they were born, before they had done anything good or bad, she received a message from God. What was the message? This message shows that God chooses people according to his own purposes. He calls people, but not according to their good or bad works. God had already pronounced Jacob the blessed one before they were born, before Jacob started doing any bad thing. So if you are there wondering, why is it Jacob that got that blessed? Why it was deceptive. He was the one that God had declared blessed. She was told, your older son will serve your younger son. In the words of the scriptures, I loved Jacob, but I rejected Esau. Are we saying then that God was unfair? Of course not. We asked this question in my Sunday school class today. Of course not. For God said to Moses, I will show mercy on anyone I choose, and I will show compassion on anyone I choose. So it is God who decides to show mercy. We can neither choose it nor work for it. You cannot hustle enough to be irreversibly lifted. You cannot struggle hard enough to become irreversibly lifted. It is God who pronounces you irreversibly lifted. Verse 22. In the same way, even though God has the right to show his anger and his power, he is very patient with those on whom his anger falls, who are destined for destruction, like he did with Nineveh, like he did with David. He does this to make the rich are among those. Chapter 1, verse 12. John chapter 1, verse 12. Are we there? Verse 12. Go back to verse 11. Let's read 11 and 12. Go back to it. He came to his own, and his own did not receive him. Now, this person we are talking about, Jesus, the power